So what are some of your earliest memories or some pivotal moments that your father taught you that you are using to run the company today?
Be good at school, he always said. You know, when I was the first years in school, I was not so much in learning. You know, I enjoyed school, meeting friends, and play on the schoolyard, or maybe play after school or something like that. But he said, I remember that, please, Bernard, you also have to learn, because otherwise I don't need you in the future for running the business. And that sooner or later that reminds me also, okay, I have to learn something. And then at some stage I got the turn, and I was later in school it was quite okay. So I remember that very, very early that I really enjoyed going into the factory. You know, I've grown up in Spelle, next door to the company.
Literally next door.
Yes,
correct?
Literally next door. I really enjoyed that, to go there, talk to the employees, talk to the workers, go through the factory, play there at the weekend, driving a forklift truck or something like that. So that from a very early stage, that was, I would say, my favorite place to be. Quality was always in my before I studied, I made an apprenticeship as a mechanic. So I worked 3 years as a mechanic, and already there, quality was a big issue. I also worked in the quality department, and I figured out that quality is a key issue on every service, on every product. If you do not have the right quality, there's no reason why customers have to choose your product or your service. So, and then I was also, during studying, we had some quality issues on our agenda, quality management, these kind of things. And then when I started in our company, quality was from the very first day one of the biggest issue I always had when I talked to our employees, to our engineers, to our suppliers, and to our own manufacturing people. I've said, after university, I was thinking what I should do, and I decided to go to a consultant company for 2 years, and I worked there as a consultant. We did all different types of project management. So we did garbage trucks, and one of our customers was a manufacturer of guns, for example, and we did axles, and we did many different machines. And I stayed half a year in Ireland, in Dublin, with our partner there, Farmhand. After my apprenticeship, I worked there as a farm machinery mechanic. A couple of months in the workshop, and then in the field as a service mechanic. I worked on our first combi pack in Northern Ireland, close to the sea. It was really nice. Good time.
That must leave an impression that you were a mechanic with all the dealers that you travel around to. That
you know, when I showed up there, and they of course, in the first weeks I was with another guy together, and the last couple of weeks on my own. And when they, of course, some of them already heard that Bernard Krone is driving around as a service mechanic, and I'm pretty sure that some people have got a phone call before I went there, and but some were looking really surprised when they heard my name, and from Germany, and do you have any relations to the company Krone? And when I said yes, They were, yeah. But I think they knew already. I'm not sure. But that was a good time. I really had fun. I enjoyed it very much. Yeah. And then I think then I had my military service, and then I came to North America. Yeah. And then one day my father came and said, Bernard, we need your help in Denmark. Today I can say it. We had a quality issue there, and he said, now it's a good time for you to step into the company and go there. And you are not in the daily business of the whole group. You are in a small factory. You can make your own mistakes. Do that. And I said, hey, Dad, I'm not sure if you can afford my daily wages. You know, what my daily salary as a consultant. And he was not smiling, I can tell you, but but no, it was funny, and yeah, I did that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You were presented with was it the watch, the blacks?
Yes.
Yeah. And that was a turning point for when you were running the company and your dad withdrew to a more of a consulting role. Yeah. Tell us when that was and what that meant for you.
That was in 2010, I think. Was it 2010 or 2012? 2010. In a big tent from Circus Krone, which is very famous in Europe, a very old and famous circus. And yeah, we thought it would be nice to, when we present our new forage harvester models, also to add some personal. And the year before, I was officially more or less 100% owner of the company. Not 100%, but it was, I think, at that time, it was 95% or something like that. So I was a majority owner of the company. And everybody said, also my father said, it would be nice also to show them, to show that to the public. And we were thinking what would be a nice way to do that. And then we thought about the watch of Bernard I, so to say, the blacksmith. And at that time, only wealthy people could afford a gold pocket watch. And our family was not wealthy, so he bought or his parents bought him a silver pocket watch. It was used. It was a used silver pocket watch, and then somebody wrote in B. Krone, blacksmith, 1896, because that was a year when he got his master blacksmith diploma, so to say. Yeah, and when he opened his first blacksmith workshop, it was a rented one in a town nearby, and then he got this watch, and as everybody thought it would be a nice way to show everybody that now Bernard IV is in the role of leading the company, also to our partners and to our customers and to of course to the employees, and that's the reason why I got that watch. Yeah. So
it was very much a public anointing of your leadership, and that this is a new day for the company.
Yes, actually, to be honest, and just for your readers and viewers, I got the watch a couple of years earlier already. My father already thought to give me the watch when I came into the company, but it was broken. It was not working, so he had to repair it, and that took a while. So he decided to give me the watch then later. Yeah. But that was in a very private round. So yeah.
That the fact that you were following a legend in the industry, someone who held that role for 50 years, that's a challenge by itself, isn't it?
Yes, it is, yeah. But I was never concerned really about it. Of course, everybody from the outside said, okay, it could be very tough for you, Bernard, to lead your father because he's such a strong character and he knows everybody and he knows everything. And I said, yes, but I really have the feeling that he knows also from his time with his father that he have to step back and put me in the role to lead the company and to go my own way and also do my own mistakes. There is, I'm sure there is no other way. We had our discussions and we were arguing and we were screaming, yeah, and we were angry, but the next day we could talk again and say, okay, sometimes he said, okay, you have to go your way and we do it like you have said. And sometimes there is a situation when my father made a suggestion. He said, hey, I have an idea, let's do it this way or that way. And I said, I don't know, I think I have a better idea. I don't know what I said. So he was a little bit disappointed. But then in the evening I called him and he was together with some friends and my mother, he was at a restaurant. And I talked to him and I said, hey, Dad, I have thought about it again and maybe your idea is not bad. We will do it like that. And that was it. He said, okay, good. See you tomorrow. And my mother called me the next day and said, hey, what have you said to your father? I said, nothing. I just said that he had a good idea and we will take his idea and we will do it that way. She said, he was in good shape, normal shape, but after that, he was so in good mood. So what is the right word? Euphoric? Mm-hmm. Is that the right word? Yes. Yeah. The egg business is totally in my hands and a little share still in the hand of my father. So there's always only one successor and one leader of the company and also one owner. That was always very important. And I'm glad to have the opportunity to speak with you. It's such an interview we do write quite regularly, maybe not in English and maybe not in the United States, but in German. And for me, it is always important that we had the opportunity that we also thank our customers and tell them how important they are for us and how important service is for us, and that our philosophy is to not only selling a machine, that we also want to service and maintain the machine, that the customer is happy, so to say, during the whole lifetime of the machine, even if there is a problem.